Hello everyone. Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly with a cup of tea in your hand and a silence around you that used to be filled with voices you loved? The phone doesn't ring like it used to. The chair across from you stays empty. Birthdays come and go with fewer names on the card and fewer candles to blow out together. Maybe you didn't plan on being alone. Maybe life just happened. Friends moved away, some passed on, and now, in the stillness of your 70s, you're left wondering, can I still be truly happy, even if I'm alone? If you've ever asked yourself that question, please know, you are not the only one. And more importantly, the answer is yes. This isn't the end of your story. It's a brand new chapter, and it begins with you. In this video, we'll gently explore 7 inspiring ways to find joy, peace, and meaning even when friends are gone and the world feels a little quieter than before. Because happiness isn't about how many people surround you. It's about how deeply you connect with yourself. Let's begin together. Number 1, rediscover the joy of your own company. You know, people often say, enjoy your own company, as if it's some kind of magical skill, like juggling or knitting with your eyes closed. But the truth is, many of us were never really taught how to enjoy time alone. We were too busy raising families, keeping busy, worrying about others, and suddenly one day the house is quiet, and now we're here in our 70s, looking around the room thinking, wait a minute, is it just me now? But here's the beautiful twist. Dear one, you've spent decades taking care of others. Now it's time to turn some of that kindness inward. Because believe it or not, you are very good company. Start small, make yourself a lovely breakfast, and actually sit down to enjoy it. Not in front of the telly, not rushing to get somewhere. Just you, your toast, and maybe a soft jazz playlist in the background. Talk to yourself, not in a someone called a doctor kind of way, but kindly, like you would speak to a dear friend. Oh, look at me, cooking eggs without burning the kitchen down. Progress. Take yourself for a walk, not just to get steps in, but to notice the sky, the flowers, the tiny dog wearing a raincoat, and when the silence feels too loud, remember, it's not emptiness, it's space. Space where new thoughts can breathe, space where healing can happen, space where you get to matter again. You might even discover hobbies you forgot you love: painting, baking, gardening, singing in the shower like nobody's listening, because they really aren't. And that's the best part. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means you finally get to know yourself, not as a parent or a spouse or a friend, but just as you. And trust me, you're rather wonderful. Number 2, create small rituals that bring you peace. Here's something I've learned from the wisest people over 70. Happiness doesn't usually come in fireworks and grand parades. It tiptoes in the smallest things, in the rituals you create for yourself. And no, I don't mean complicated. Candlelit ceremonies with chanting. Unless that's your thing, then chant away. Darling, I mean little daily habits that feel like a warm hug from the universe. Tiny anchors that remind you, I'm still here, I still matter. Start with your mornings. Don't let the day just happen to you. Greet it. Maybe it's a gentle stretch before getting out of bed, or brewing your tea in that one cup that always makes you smile. You know, the one with the crack on the handle and the memory of someone you loved. Light a candle before reading the paper. Water the plants while humming your favorite song from the 60s. Or write a single sentence each day in a notebook, not a deep diary entry. Just something like, today I saw a squirrel carrying a biscuit. Made me laugh. Yes, squirrels have priorities too. Rituals give rhythm to days that might otherwise blur together, and they're yours. No one else gets to decide how you do them. You don't need permission to dance while doing the dishes or to play classical music at breakfast and pretend you're in a French cafe. And the best part? These rituals aren't about productivity. They're about presence. They say, I choose to care about this moment, no matter how quiet it is. And when grief visits, because let's be honest, it does, your rituals become gentle lifeboats. You don't have to feel okay. You just have to light the candle, make the tea, open the window, and somehow that small act keeps you afloat. So go on, invent your own rituals. Make life a little more poetic, because at 70 plus, you've earned the right to turn ordinary moments into sacred ones. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to subscribe and join our community where we celebrate life's later chapters with heart, humor, and hope. Number 3, reconnect with nature and the world around you. Sometimes, when friends have gone and the house is quiet, it's easy to feel like the world is packed up and moved on without us. Like everyone else is rushing somewhere while we're just standing still. But oh my dear, the world hasn't gone anywhere. It's still right here, whispering through the leaves, singing with the birds, swaying in the grass, and politely waiting for you to say hello again. You don't need a passport or a hiking stick to reconnect with nature. You just need to step outside, even if it's just the front step. Take a moment and really look. Not just glance, but truly see. The sky might be gray, yes, but notice how many shades of gray it holds. Even clouds have moods. Find a nearby park or a patch of earth behind the house. Touch a tree, yes. You heard me. Go ahead and pat it like an old friend. Trees don't mind. They've been waiting. Sit on a bench and people watch. Make up stories about the joggers. Ah yes, that one's training for the Olympics of avoiding conversations. Or wave at the child with the 2-bit backpack. They may not wave back, but that's all right. You've just shared a little spark with the world. If mobility is a challenge, open a window, let the breeze in. Listen to the birds. They gossip better than we ever did, and no one minds if you sing along to their tunes. Bring nature inside. 2. Get a little potted plant and give it a ridiculous name. Call it Sir Leafington. Tell it your worries. Just don't water it with tea. We tried that once. Didn't go well. The point is, when we reconnect with nature, even in the tiniest ways, we remember we're still part of something bigger. We're not forgotten. We're just quietly woven into a much larger living story. And guess what? The earth still needs your footsteps. The wind still enjoys your laugh. And the garden doesn't care if you slow down. It's just happy you've come back. Number 4. Let go of the guilt of outliving others. There's something no one really prepares us for as we get older. The strange weight of being the one who's still here. We lose someone we love. A spouse, a sibling, a best friend from school. And along with the sadness comes a quiet, aching whisper. Why them? And not me? It's not something we talk about often, is it? That quiet guilt, that unspoken sense that we've overstayed at the party, everyone else has gone home, and we're still standing here, holding the napkin. But let me say this gently and clearly. You are not here by accident. Life isn't punishing you by letting you live longer. It's trusting you with more time. And what a precious, powerful thing that is. You're not a leftover. You're a living witness. You carry laughter in your memory that no one else remembers. You've seen sunsets that no phone ever captured. You've sung songs that no one sings anymore, but they still echo in your heart. And yes, there's grief. Some mornings are heavier than others. There's that moment when you almost reach for the phone to call someone who's no longer there. That's not weakness. That's love, still moving through you. But let me remind you, the ones who've gone, they didn't leave you behind to suffer. They left you with stories and recipes and old jokes and a half-finished crossword puzzle only you know how to complete. And if they could speak from wherever they are now, I imagine they'd say something like, "Go on, live a little more, laugh for both of us." Because carrying on doesn't mean forgetting. It means honoring their memory by choosing to live, not just exist. So let go of the guilt. You're not living instead of them. You're living for them too, with all their love tucked gently in your pocket. And every smile, every small joy you allow yourself now is a tribute to the life you've shared and the beautiful soul you still are. Number 5. Try new things, even if they seem silly. There's this odd little myth floating around that after a certain age, we're meant to settle. As if curiosity has an expiry date. As if new adventures are only for the young. Well, I don't buy it. And neither should you, because here's the truth, my lovely. Your brain didn't retire. Your soul didn't stop wanting joy, and your laughter? It still works beautifully, even if it sometimes comes with a tiny wheeze. Trying new things doesn't mean skydiving at dawn, though if that's on your list, don't forget your teeth and your will. It can be small, playful, even delightfully ridiculous. Ever painted a rock? No? Then go grab one and give it a mustache. Have you ever tried Tai Chi in the garden? Wobbly arms and all. It's like slow dancing with the breeze. Learn one sentence in Italian. Say it to your toast in the morning. Make the toast feel fancy. Join a class, even if it's online. Even if your screen sometimes freezes and your camera points at the ceiling fan. Who cares? You showed up. Try food you never dared to try before. Pick up a book from a genre you always thought was not your thing. Who knows? You might secretly enjoy space opera romances. The joy isn't in mastering something. It's in discovering that you still can. And here's the wild part. When you try something new, your brain throws a party. It lights up, it stretches, giggles, and says, well, would you look at that? We're not done yet. Trying something silly or unfamiliar sends a powerful message. I am still curious. I am still open. I am still becoming. So don't worry about looking a bit foolish. The world needs more foolish joy, not less. And frankly, you spent decades being sensible. You've earned the right to be delightfully odd. Try new things. Because even now, especially now, life is still full of firsts. And who says your best stories aren't still ahead? Number 6. Volunteer or help others in small, gentle ways. Here's something you've probably learned over the years. The fastest way to feel rich is to give something away. Not money, necessarily. Sometimes it's time. Sometimes it's patience, and sometimes it's simply a smile that says, I see you, you matter. As we get older and the world grows quieter, it's easy to think we've got nothing left to offer, that we've become invisible, that our toolbox is empty. But oh, how wrong that is. You have a lifetime of wisdom tucked under your sweater, a heart that has weathered storms and still beats gently, and hands that, though maybe a little shaky now, still know how to hold the world with kindness. Volunteering doesn't have to be grand. You don't need a uniform or a name badge. You don't have to travel to far-off places or sign up for committees. You can start with something so simple, so quietly beautiful, that it may not even look like volunteering at all. Write a birthday card to someone who might not get one. Leave a kind note in a library book. Make a phone call to someone you used to know and just say, I thought of you today. Offer your listening ear to the young woman next door who's juggling 2 toddlers and 3 bags of shopping. Let her talk. You've raised storms. You know the wind she's in. Share a recipe. Bake a little extra. And if your hands won't bake anymore, just share the story of how you used to. And that secret ingredient you never told anyone about. That was love, by the way. It always is. If you're up for it, find a place that needs volunteers, hospitals, animal shelters, reading groups, food drives. Even an hour a week, even a smile a week can change someone's day. And in that giving, something extraordinary happens. We stop feeling like leftovers and start feeling like legacy. Helping others, even in the smallest ways, reminds us we're not here just to pass time. We're here to light it up. You don't have to save the world. Just show up in a corner of it with your kindness, with your presence, with your quietly magnificent, still glowing heart. Number 7. Create a life that feels like yours, not anyone else's. Let's be honest for a moment. A lot of life is spent trying to fit in the shapes we didn't quite choose. We followed the rules, wore the right clothes, played the parts. Daughter, worker, partner, parent. We balanced the needs of others like spinning plates. And we did it well, didn't we? But now with the silence, with the space, with no one to please but yourself, you finally get to ask, what do I want? And maybe for the first time in decades, you can build a life that's shaped like you, not the version of you your job needed, or your children needed, or society expected. Just you, quiet, quirky, thoughtful, unpredictable you. Maybe you don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. anymore. Fine, sleep in. Maybe you want breakfast for dinner and tea at midnight. Why not? Maybe your house is full of soft jazz, or birdsong, or the gentle ticking of a clock, and that's the music of your peace now. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to impress anyone, because at this stage in life, authenticity is your superpower. Hang odd paintings, name your plants. Keep a diary just to write letters to yourself. Watch the same comforting film 37 times. Wear lavender socks with sandals. Who's going to stop you? The greatest gift of growing older alone is this. You no longer have to perform life. You can just live it. Softly, boldly, sweetly, quietly, on your own terms. You are not behind. You are not less than. You are not late to happiness. You are exactly where you need to be. And everything you've lived through has led you here, to a moment where you get to ask, what feels true to me? And then simply do more of that. Because if there's one thing life teaches us by 70, it's that happiness doesn't shout. It whispers, it hums, it settles quietly into the spaces we make for it. So go ahead, make space for joy, for silliness, for naps, for books, for grief, for healing, for you. And may this chapter, written in your own beautiful, wrinkled handwriting, be the most honest one yet. So here we are, dear one. 7 simple things, not magic formulas, not overnight cures. Just gentle nudges towards something you already carry inside you, your quiet capacity for joy. You see, being alone after 70 doesn't mean being forgotten. It means being free. Free to rediscover who you are without the noise. Free to make peace with your pace. Free to fall in love again, with books, with birds, with sunrises, maybe even with yourself. Yes, some days are hard. Loneliness can visit like an unexpected cold wind. But even in that wind, you can wrap yourself in memory, in kindness, in something warm you made with your own 2 hands. You've made it this far. You've earned your softness. You've earned your quiet. And you've earned the right to live the rest of your days not just surviving, but really living. So keep trying, keep laughing, keep showing up for yourself, because the world is better with you in it, even if the room is quiet, even if no one sees. You know, and that matters. And if this video brought you even a little comfort or a smile today, we'd love to stay connected. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little like button. It helps us a lot. Leave a comment. Maybe share your favorite moment or tell. Use how you find joy these days. And if you know someone who might need this, an old friend, a neighbor, your mom, your uncle, go ahead and share it. Because kindness travels best when we pass it on. Thank you, truly, for spending this time with us. From our heart to yours, you are never really alone. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself. And maybe, just maybe, leave a little space in your day for something that makes you smile.